Really hard-fought game yesterday for the Las Vegas Raiders against the number one ranked defense in the San Francisco 49ers. The Raiders now fall to 6-10 on the season with playoff hopes completely out the window. We talk about the game, we break down the stats, stars of the game, and we will also hear from head coach Josh McDaniels for his live presser. It all goes down next right here on Hammers.House.
The United States are strongly encouraged to shelter in place to avoid being attacked or taken hostage. To shelter in place, take the following precautions. Close all windows and doors, and all lights.
Welcome to the official, the original, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers House. Hope everybody's having a great Monday wherever you guys are at. Let's do a quick roll call before we get into it. Robert Pena, Nigerian Prince, Chansworthy, Caden. I'm going to highlight that one right now because that's valid as hell for this today. Roger Vargas, salute. Raider Scorpio, what's good? What's good, Hammer? How you feeling about Stidham right now? I'm loving what I'm seeing. I still think we need to draft Stroud, though. Look, we do need to get potentially the quarterback that is the successor moving forward. Yesterday a lot of people, the last couple of days, really, people were saying, oh, we're going to get Tom Brady, and then we're going to draft a quarterback, and he'll be the one to succeed Brady when Brady's ready to retire. Stidham had a very solid performance yesterday. A lot of people were talking a whole bunch of shit. That the playbook was dummied down, that it was watered down, it was altered, da-da-da-da. That's bullshit. You know what they say when you assume? You make an ass out of you and me. Stidham has known this offense since he came into the league in 2019. He's been in the league now for 4 years. He has the comfortable and familiarity with the offense. That was the reason he was traded here from the New England Patriots during the offseason. He's worked with the guys throughout OTAs and training camp. He was showing guys and telling guys certain things in regards to the offensive scheme. Darren Waller made it perfectly clear in a post-game press conference yesterday. Nothing was altered, guys. Stidham had a better grasp of this offense. Again, having the experience for the last 4 years with Josh McDaniels, he understands and knows how to work this offense. Carr struggled. People have been on this shit that are continuing to be on this shit about Derek Carr. Like, get over it. Team first. We didn't win. It is what it is. We just went against the number one ranked defense in the league yesterday. And we fucking battled to the very end. Couple of turnovers. Everybody right away. Oh, it was Stidham's fault. The interception. No. You had one interception that was batted by one of the defensive linemen that popped in the air, and another guy got it. The ball landed in this dude's hands. He looked at it like he discovered his first erection. The one in OT, Colton Miller was driven back by Nick Bosa directly into Stidham on that last throw. So don't sit here and be like, oh, Stidham's this, Stidham's that. This was his very first career start. He threw for 365 yards with 3 touchdowns, 2 to Tay, 1 to Darren Waller. All our weapons are healthy right now, guys. I know it's too little too late. We are out of playoff contention. We have a huge division rival this coming Saturday in the Kansas City Chiefs. We win this game, we could potentially prevent them from becoming the number 1 seed in the AFC for the playoffs. Moral victory, Josh McDaniels isn't really about it. But if we were able to leave a bad taste in Kansas City's mouth this coming Saturday, I'm all for it. I really am. I know a lot of people came in after the game trying to come at me and talk a whole bunch of shit. I'm not concerned. I did want you guys to call in, and I apologize. I started tinkering around with things this morning trying to figure out exactly what the hell went wrong. And for some strange reason, my audio, it wasn't selected on my microphone through the phone. So I don't know what the hell happened, but we fixed it. I do want you guys to call in today. We have a press conference in 15 minutes, Josh McDaniels' weekly Monday pressers. We're going to hear more about yesterday's game, his reaction as well. But again, I'm content right now. I'm not flying off the hinges. I'm not being a dick about this. What's done is done. What's done is done. We had that downward spiral at the beginning of the season, and I realistically said, because I'm not one to sugarcoat shit, I'm not going to tell you guys that everything is sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, that we potentially could have finished 5-12, 6-11 at best. Kind of at the point now, we could finish 7-10. Because I do think with what this offense was capable of, what this offense did yesterday, we could go in there and have a shootout against the Kansas City Chiefs. Our defense is depleted right now. A lot of injuries. Rock Ya-Sin is out. Chandler Jones is out for the season. Devon Diablo's been out. Denzel Perryman is out. So we have a lot of injuries. That's another thing that played a role in that loss yesterday. But people don't want to hear that. And I'm one that's going to tell you how it is because football is still my life. 6 years being removed from playing the game that I've loved so much since I was a little kid, football is still my life. And this is why I do this for you guys. Shout out to the resident masshole in the building, Beantown Bobby. Happy New Year, brother. I hope you're doing well. I know I'm missing people. Raider Scorpio, John B, Junior Land, Chaos, Bentley the Gent, Brave Raider, D-Bot, FV702, Carrie, good morning. See, she knows the routine. You're resident tribal chief of the nation. Acknowledge me. No, I'm fucking with you guys. Stidham is a stud. Rusty, what's good? If I missed anybody, I apologize. Rusty Coat, Black Angry Ned, defense, and number 74 lost that game. See? Raider Nation Drinking Club, great effort from everyone yesterday. That's a fact. Mark Rowe, what's good? Omar, what's good? Happy New Year, brother. I love the way with Stidham, we're never out of the game. You could see the confidence in that young man. That's the fact. Raider EJ, salute. Longy, salute. Key in the building. Hi, Key. See, and a lot of people that are in the chat right now are saying the same sentiments that I have in regards to yesterday's game. Now, we know the defense was giving up, 17, 18 points these last couple of games. Again, the injuries played a critical role with what happened yesterday. Hobbs was getting fucking smoked. They didn't even have Deebo Samuel out there yesterday. Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk just shredded the defense entirely yesterday. It is what it is. I'm not talking about the draft right now. I'm not going there yet. We have one more game left. Then maybe next week, we start talking about offseason and what draft-wise, all that stuff. I did see Raid the tape. Shout out to him. He had a really good live just now, and he did a mock draft of his own. And heard a couple of guys that he was talking about. There's guys that I'm highly interested in, guys that I've been watching, guys I've seen highlight tapes on. For me, I'm more about our defensive line first and foremost. If your front seven, it starts with your front seven on defense. If those guys can be the ones that just are total disruptors against the offensive line and the backfield and the quarterback, then possibilities are endless for your secondary to get more turnovers, get more takeaways, and make things happen. We will see. Like I said, we will talk about that next week. I'm not going to get into it today. Like I said, I do want to hear from you guys. We're going to wait until after the press conference to have you guys call in, sound off about yesterday. And again, 1,000 apologies for post-game yesterday. I really wanted to hear what everybody had to say. We had over 265 people in the chat. And with some of the little trolls that came in and started talking shit, I was like, I'm ready to open the lines. And then we had the technical difficulties. So again, 1,000 apologies. LV, salute. I saw your video. I don't know if you saw the live. LV was at Allegiant yesterday for the game. He sent me a video of inside the stadium. I showed it to you guys during the game. God damn, that shit was embarrassing seeing that sea of red. But win or loss, I hope you and your daughter had a great time at the game yesterday, regardless of the outcome. I still think it was an amazing game. I know a lot of people, more the media than anybody, did not see us hanging in with the number one ranked defense. That is the San Francisco 49ers. So shout out to the Raiders as a whole for yesterday. I don't care if we lost. We saw a lot of good things, specifically on offense. The offense is clicking on all cylinders right now, and I'm satisfied with that. Do I wish it could have happened weeks ago? Yeah, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. It is what it is. We're good. You're right, Willie. But you know what? Things happen, man. Things happen. Bambino, what's good? Trolls were wilding yesterday, and trolls were coming from other fucking channels that are just so hung up on Derek Carr. I have nothing against Derek Carr. I've said this before. Whatever the terminology is, Kardashian, Kardashian, Car Stan, like, I'm one that goes team first. You're doing good, I'm giving you your props. You shit in the bed, you're gonna hear it. So people that have been watching me for the last year and a half know you cannot put me in that same stratosphere as those that are on that shit with Derek Carr. I have nothing against the dude. 9 years with us. Thank you for your service. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole right now, but at this point, it is time to move on. One playoff appearance in your 9 years. Didn't get the playoff win. A lot of things that we saw at Stidham yesterday, it was just like, why couldn't Carr be doing the same thing? And again, Stidham being familiar with this offense, he had the leg up. He had the leg up going into training camp. But ultimately, this is Derek Carr's team. It is what it is. Let me see. Is this on? No, it is on live chat. Raider Jack, salute. It definitely was. Good morning, Raider Nation. Greetings for the 619. Sebastian, salute. No pressure. That's our main problem. Crosby needs help. Need a nose tackle ASAP. You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh my God. Is it Tyree Wilson, the kid out of Texas Tech? That's a guy that I'm looking at right now. He is most definitely on my radar. And look, when there's guys that I'm interested in, a lot of times they end up coming here. Others not so much. But Tyree Wilson is a guy that I'm very high on right now. Devondre Sweat, because I'm a huge UT fan. I've seen plenty of him. That is a fucking beast on the interior. I believe at the defensive line position, he is ranked third right now as a draft prospect. You give me either one of those guys, and I'm going to be fucking happy as shit. I really will be. Shout out to Black Sunday on the $5 super. How has Graham's job not been talked about? Scheme is terrible. Black Sunday was actually an article out there last week. Patrick Graham is going to be back next season. I know a lot of people are going to be losing their mind when I say that, but Patrick Graham is going to be back next year. And, you know how we do it here. CBM all day, especially when it comes to the super chats. Appreciate you on the super chat, brother, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody in here. I know it's January 2nd, but I know a lot of you were not here yesterday. So, again, to you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, Happy New Year to each and every single one of y'all in here. We had a huge turnout yesterday with that live. A lot of new subscribers. We're a little under, I think we're about 20 away from 4,600, which puts us at about 420. 420 away from 5K. So I appreciate everybody that pulled on up yesterday and all the new subscribers. We even got one before I went live today. Dan Boaton. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. And those that are in this chat for the very first time, please don't let it be your last. I didn't do this yet, and we always do this. Break them thumbs. Hit them subs. Smash the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. Also, your fantasy football, even though fantasy football is officially over now, I hope I was able to help a lot of you win in Championship Sunday yesterday. UFC, we will be back doing the UFC pay-per-views. And January 28th, put this in your calendar now. January 28th, it's my birthday. It's a Saturday. We're going to do a birthday bash / Royal Rumble, and we're going to do some crazy, crazy shit for the Royal Rumble itself. You guys are not going to want to miss that. So stay tuned as I give details in the upcoming weeks as we approach the Royal Rumble. Let's see. Did I see Thor in here and I didn't give him a yee? What up, Thor? Sean Johnson. People need to stop bashing the defense, and defense was as thin as possible yesterday, and give Patrick Graham another offseason through free agency and draft to get his guys. Sean, you're 1,000% correct. Like I said, yesterday, more than ever, our fucking defense was depleted with injuries. The presser will be coming on momentarily, as I just got the rotating shield is on. If any of you guys want to go into the Raiders YouTube channel and hijack it and get people in here, that'd be much appreciated as well. Instead of watching a rotating shield, they could be watching me, engaging with you guys, and having this conversation right now. Like I said, Josh McDaniels will be on momentarily. It is now 1:25 on the East Coast. They said that it's scheduled for 1:30. We know they never start on time, but we'll see. But I will give you guys live coverage and have you guys listen in on Josh McDaniels for his weekly Monday press conference. Let me just make the necessary adjustment right now for the output. All right, we're good to go. Good thing I didn't watch the game. Oh, God. What about Brian Young? Do you like him from Texas? Brian Young is another guy that I like. Come on. I'm a huge UT fan, but I'm not going to be biased on shit. But there are guys eventually I would love to see in silver and black, guys that I know are going to make it to the league, most definitely. Another one, it's probably going to be another year from now, and he could be a solid slot receiver for us, Xavier Worthy. I love watching that kid. He can fly. He'll definitely be able to open up things downfield. He's definitely another guy I have on my radar for the next year or two. And you guys know how I felt about Bijan Robinson. We know we're not getting him, but Bijan Robinson's another guy. I fucking love that kid. Shout out to FV702. Welcome to the Vault. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Much appreciated. And also on the $5 super chat, trading DC to the Colts and getting the Clemson kids, Brian Breesy and Miles Murphy in the top 10. Fuck the Niners. Talk that shit, bro. And again, CBM gang, for y'all that don't know what it is, it's Cambodian breast milk gang. Ongoing joke since last year, but every time we get a super chat, this is what you guys get moving forward.
Breast milk, you made my day.
Shout out to you on that super chat. Thank you so much. R for life. Salute, brother. Girl Webster. Happy New Year's, Hammer. Love your Raiders podcast. You tell it straight up. That's the only way it can be. And maybe it's just the New York in me, but look, we're always 1,000% real, and I will never sugarcoat shit when it comes to our team. I love this team to death, but again, it's always team first, not the players. So let's go. Stiddy was litty. That's gonna be the new one today. Told you, nah, Paul. That's a little bit much, man. I'm not gonna highlight that, but that's a little extreme, bro. That's a little extreme. Stiddy has some good energy. That offense had juice. Look, again, it was the same fucking playbook, guys. The same exact playbook.
All right, well.
Here's Josh McDaniels, guys. Listen up.
The game. Some good things, and then obviously some things to fix and improve. And as hard as we fought, obviously we, left some meat on the bone, and I'd say...
Give me a thumbs up so I know you guys can hear
defensively.
Josh McDaniels.
Definitely things we could have done better to change the outcome. Kicking game was largely, a bunch of touchbacks and extra points and those kind of things. But we had some things we could have done better in both phases. again, give them credit. They did a good job and made a couple more plays than we did.
Josh, when you look at the defense, to play the blame game, there's a lot of missed draft picks here over the last few years, and it's pretty evident. When you realistically look at your defense, how long do you think it can take for it to get to the level that you need it to be at?
I don't know that you ever go into it saying that this is the 2 years from now or next spring, or it's hard to put a timeline on that, because every day you're going to try to make it better. Whether you're coaching the players that are here to try to improve them positionally, individually, or you're trying to identify ways that you could improve the roster either from the bottom or from the top. And so the short answer is we want to try to improve it as much as we can every day, whether that's, again, working here with the guys that are already on the team or identifying opportunities to improve it somewhere else. So, look, every phase of the team is going to be addressed. That's what happens every year. So, defensively, do we have some things we want to try to improve? No question. Same thing offensively. There's definitely areas where we can improve and get better, and in the kicking game. So there's no timeline on it. We're definitely not going to be patient, in that regard. We just want to try to those evaluations after the season will be very important to us. It'll kind of lay a blueprint for, okay, what do we need to do with the guys that are coming back, to make sure that they can take a step forward and improve. And then what do we need to address somehow, some way relative to acquisitions in the offseason. And so we'll be hard at work at that, after this next game.
Josh, when you look at a defense that even down 5 starters played reasonably well in the first half, but over the course of the season that struggled. Mm-hmm. I know that they're Patrick's guys and he coaches them, but he can only coach what he has. How much of the criticism do you think has been unfair for Patrick because he's only coaching what he has?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't even know. I'm not really in touch with all the outside criticism, and that's not a knock on anybody who has an opinion either. I see what Pat does every day. I see what our staff does every day. I see what our players do every day. And look, football is a team game, and you're never going to have, not each man on the team is not going to be created equally. Each phase of the team is not going to be identical in terms of strengths and weaknesses. That's the beauty about our sport, is that you can play a team game and you can make a decision each week about what you need to do to play it right against a team that has different strengths and weaknesses than you do. And last week was a good example. This week will be a completely different example of their strengths and weaknesses are completely different than ours in many ways. And we have to use what we have to try to combat theirs and try to play the game as a team so that we have a chance to win. So I don't blame anybody, and we don't blame anybody here either. We just try to accept accountability for the things we can do well to help our team try to win. I think Pat's done a great job of that. Our staff has too. And look, these are our guys. These are our guys, and so whether we drafted them, signed them, or they were here before we got here, it doesn't make any difference in football. Like, this is our team. So to me, we coach them all the same. We don't look at, how they ended up here. That's not what we're judging. What we're judging is what they do on a day-to-day basis. And our job is to try to help them improve. And in many cases, I think especially some of our younger players have really showed some progress throughout the course of the season. We've played a ton of players on defense. That's an exciting thing as we move forward. I know not everybody's excited about that at the moment, but that's a good thing for as we progress here. But I think, look, any blame, I mean, like I said, we all share it. It starts with me.
Josh, you guys are currently slated to have a pretty high pick early in the first round next year. Last year, I know it was a little bit of a weird draft because you guys obviously made the trade for Devontae and didn't have much draft capital. But how much does it change your approach going into the offseason when you have so many resources at the moment going into the draft?
Yeah, it obviously, there was a certain number of players that we probably knew last year going into the draft that we were going to have a hard time accessing. Just being factual. You're looking at the board, and you don't know. The guys that you think like, okay, are they going to go in the 40s, 50s, or 60s? You're not sure, but you might have a shot at them maybe if they fall a little bit. There were certainly guys that you pretty much had a great idea that they were going to be gone, in the first 30, 35, 40 picks, and we did them all. We evaluated them all. Like I said, there's a long-term benefit to doing that too, because players go on to second and third contracts, and it's the right thing to do your due diligence on that. So we did that, but I would say this year, we'll, obviously there's going to be a different element, a different, feeling as we go into that part of the year, because there's going to be a number of players now that, who the hell knows how the first so many picks go, and, you just got to be ready to go, and, hopefully add a bunch of good players to your football team. So, the other thing that obviously could happen, and I'm not sitting here prognosticating anything, so please don't write anything about this. Like, you when you have things, you have more, you could move back. You know what I mean? There's all those things that you could do too that we really didn't have as much of an opportunity to do with where we were slated to pick first last year too. So there's a lot of different things that will probably come up and take place between now and then. That Dave obviously is already hard at work on a lot of different things, but when you pick, early in each round, and you have a pick in every round, that obviously changes the draft relative to what we had last year.
Defensively, how important is it to have guys that not only just do their job, but are expecting to make plays, come up with the ball when it's in the air?
Yeah, I mean, it's important, Q. There's no real shortcut to, it's, you can teach certain things, and you can teach, techniques. You can try to create good habits, that's what we do every day at practice. That's what we're trying to get our guys to understand and learn, so that you actually, when you're in the middle of the game, you act subconsciously. You're not thinking about it. Let me try to punch the ball out. You're just doing it because that's something that you have now learned, and it's part of who you are, part of your game. Then there's an element, I would say, of instinct that, that's something that, sometimes you can maybe improve it a little bit, but there are certain players that have a knack for that. Max Crosby, finding the ball, punching it out, or, somebody getting hands on the ball in the secondary or linebacker position. There's players that we've played against over many years that they just, you're like, how the hell do they end up with the ball so much? Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu, and, there's guys like that where you just go like, I'm not sure who taught them, but they taught them well. You know what I mean? And they might have taught them when they were this high too. So there's an instinctive level of defensive football where you just kind of you can see the ball and the quarterback and your receiver at the same time, and you're feeling the route and all those things. Sometimes, like I said, you can make that better, and then other times that's hard to do, because instinct is something that's, kind of you're born with some of it, and you're believe me, you're blessed when you have it, so and then there's other times where, the ball is just, like we had a couple yesterday where the ball's up in the air and it's like, we're just not close enough to it because we were, doing our job somewhere else, and then it lands harmlessly on the turf. So I know, you want as many as you can have. Sometimes I think, you can make your own ball disruptions and those kind of things, and that's kind of obviously what we're going to be trying to improve. It's an area we're going to definitely obviously try to improve.
Josh, Jarrett was really efficient in cleaning pockets. There were also times where things were breaking down for whatever reason, and he had to go make some plays with his legs, move around the pocket. How important is that in today's football to have that ability as your quarterback, and how much room in your offense is it? And where's the fine line of, all right, I got to move on from whatever was drawn up, whatever the intention of the play was, and go figure out a way to go make a play?
I think that, today's NFL, I think there's, varying levels of you wanting that. Perfect world, every pass play you draw up, you could just go back there in a nice clean pocket and make a read and throw and catch the ball. Realistically, that's unrealistic. And so I think that when something does happen to break down, having an ability to either make a decision quickly and then throw the ball to a outlet receiver or what have you. That's one way to handle it, or to maneuver with your legs and extend the play. And so I think different players have different skill sets, and so there are quarterbacks that you play where you go, okay, we'd rather keep him in the pocket than let him get out of the pocket, because now you can really create some damage for yourself if you do that. And conversely for us, if we can make a play from the pocket because we have a good clean pocket, it's great. He extended some plays, yesterday that worked in our favor. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? So I think the most important thing for me as I look at that skill is when they do make the decision to move, that they're making it, it's a good decision and not a decision that's going to cause them more harm. Leaving the back of the pocket, now he gets strip sacked. You know what I mean? Like those kind of decisions bother me, because now you're putting the team and the ball at risk. I think if they make a good choice to move and maneuver outside the pocket, and then when they're out there, make another good decision, because that's a whole separate part of the equation is, all right, you're out there, and we all saw him yesterday drift, and I'm not going to tell you what I was saying when he was drifting, but, somewhere in the neighborhood of throw it away or get down or something, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you see something open, and then you go ahead and make another decision. So I think there's a lot of different elements to that. It's not just, run out of the pocket and then it's over. It's make a good decision about whether you should or shouldn't leave. And then once you're out there, you got to also make another good choice about what to do with the football, because we see them all the time in games every weekend where somebody maneuvers, gets outside the pocket, and then makes a bad decision, throws it back across the field, and it's an interception. You go, oh, man, no, that's not what we want to do. So there's a lot that goes into that, and not the least of which is what you saw Devontae do. That's the scramble drill that we work on from OTAs on, where the guy's coming this way. He looks, there's a guy here, there's a guy there, and he goes, there's nobody back here, and I'm going to put my hand up, and I'm going to be that guy. So, there's a lot of elements to it that make it productive, but ultimately decision-making is at the top of the chart for me.
Is Jared's next, challenge going to be the Chiefs now have video of him, and he'll probably see some things he didn't see yesterday?
Sure. I think that's true for every young player, who hasn't played a whole lot, is that, the more you put on tape, the more tendencies you display, the more things people may try to do to, either hold their disguise or unsettle you or, try to create some issues in the pocket, what have you. Again, the great thing about that is the quarterback always has the ball last, and he gets to make a choice. And so, whether they blitzed them yesterday, they disguised yesterday, and then didn't blitz. They showed blitz and dropped it. They did all that stuff yesterday. So he saw a lot of different things yesterday, and I think did a decent job of handling most of them the right way. But yeah, the more film you have, the more chances the defense and the defensive coordinators and the defensive staff has to try to disrupt you.
It seemed like you and Jarrett were in sync yesterday.
Sorry.
It seemed like you and Jarrett were in sync yesterday. I'm wondering if, looking back in the offense this year, if you think it was held back at all by Derek's grasp of the scheme. Was that kind of a thing you had yesterday you maybe didn't have in previous weeks?
No, I don't think that at all. Again, I have a lot of things that that our offense can do better, but no, that's not very high on the list of things. I mean, to me, I think that Derek's played with a lot of confidence in what we do. He's had some really good games this year, so that's just we've had games where it's not been that way, but I mean that's there's a lot of factors that go into that. So I don't feel like there was a big change in that yesterday.
You had guys yesterday.
Go ahead, Amy. Go ahead. I just want to make sure my guys are here. If I'm doing good out of his chair and start throwing bows here.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, you look like you had, a solid connection with Jared, just, not even on the field, but just off the field with his personality. You've been in his offense, or he's been in your offense for this long. What are some personality traits or some things about him that you just like personally that you feel like makes him click with the rest of the team as well?
Yeah, Jared's, first of all, he's a great human being. We're blessed with a lot of those guys here, which is great. I think he gets along really well with everybody. He's a very honest guy, works really hard, loves football, puts a lot of time in. One of the last guys to leave the building every single day, no doubt about it. Willing to help. The minute he got here, he kind of understood his position and understood his role, and has been willing to help anybody, whether it's a guard, practice squad tight end, running back, receivers, quarterbacks, whatever. Anything that he knew that he could impart to somebody else, he was very unselfish with, trying to assist anybody he could. And I think that's, that says a lot about somebody. You're trying to compete to win a job and to, play and all that, but you're willing to, take time to help others. I think that everybody has seen him do that from the minute he got here. So this guy's just he's a really good person and works hard and has been very patient too. Obviously, he sat and watched a lot of football, in the few years that he's been in the NFL. And I think there's a lot of people yesterday that were happy that he had an opportunity and then made the most of his opportunity.
Thanks for saving me from Levi's.
No problem.
Appreciate that. You had a couple guys yesterday, Jarrett, telling his teammates it was on him. You had Colton Miller really devastated about how the last play unfolded. Where do you kind of balance how you want guys to be accountable, but also don't take it all on them, don't overreact to a mistake in the game necessarily, and let that carry out through their preparation for the next game?
Yeah, I think accountability is a good thing. We never, like I said, we never point fingers. We never place blame. We win and lose as a team. They all know that. They heard it from me yesterday. They're going to hear it from me again today. And football, there's 190 plays, 200 plays in every game. And, I could point to a bunch of obsolete plays that nobody will ever remember yesterday that probably would have changed the outcome of the game. And so, to me, every player that plays 75 plays in a game has some that he would love to change the outcome, and a lot that he's proud of. And so I think that's really what yesterday is a good example of. There was plenty of good plays, a lot of good plays, in many cases, in Colton's case, in Jarrett's case. And then there's some plays where you say, man, I wish I could have changed the outcome or did something a little differently. That's football. I think what you see now is a group of guys that, they want to win. They're willing to stand up and say, hey, I didn't do a good enough job on that play. That's a great trait to have as a human being, not just a football player. And so I think that accountability is hopefully what we are building our culture on, everybody accountable to the others in the locker room. And I hope it carries over into the offseason. It definitely will not carry over into this week and affect this game. I think our guys have, learned enough to know this year, we're all part of the equation. When we win, it's the result of a lot of people doing a lot of things right. And when we lose, we all take our share of the blame.
Is there a chance that Zamir White is back this week, or you might just call him?
I'm hopeful. He worked out before the game yesterday, so we just, we're trying to make a decision on whether he was really ready to roll or not, and he's working hard to try to get back as fast as he can. There's no question about it. But he was close enough yesterday for us to work him out, hopefully with another handful of days. I know we're on a short week, but hopefully with another handful of days here, hopefully we can turn a corner.
There's some personal things out there for Josh Jacobs, statistics-wise. Got banged up a few times yesterday. Is that something where you got to kind of look at and weigh what's the right thing to do or the prudent thing to do?
Yes. Players' health, safety, and and just his overall well-being obviously will be at the top of that list. And then anything else we will make sure that comes after.
Do you expect him to?
I'm hoping. I mean, I don't put anything by him. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a couple times he came out yesterday, and I thought they're going to tell me he's not. See it Monday, and son of a gun keeps going back in the game. So I don't put anything past JJ. He's a warrior, and we'll see how it goes. This week.
One more, Adam. Yeah, kind of similar to that. You usually, when you have a short week, you plan for a couple weeks, in advance. Now you kind of got it sprung on you last night. How much does it change this week, and how difficult is that to adjust your schedule?
Yeah, we were aware that any and all games. I mean, we were aware that our game could get changed. So we kind of had some plans in place either way. It won't change the next few days. We're going to do the right thing with the players. We got some guys, bumps and bruises. This is a physical game yesterday. So we're going to do the right thing in the next 2 days here. We'll watch the film, get treatment. Tomorrow will be their player day off. More treatment tomorrow. And then we're going to probably do exactly what we did for the Pittsburgh week relative to just in terms of how we prepared for it. We can't cram. We're not going to cram 3 days in and start practicing tomorrow. So we'll make sure we got our preparation ready to go. We'll do whatever we choose to do Wednesday. We'll be smart about it. It'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we'll have a cleanup day, obviously the day before the game, and then get ready to roll on Saturday. All right, thank you, Coach. Good to go? Okay, thank you. Yep, thank you.
Thank God. He just wouldn't shut the fuck up. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that's in here right now. Let me actually do this real quickly. And Kane Town, yeah, I have a crazy story for you guys actually in regards to that. So those that watched wrestling growing up and remember Taz from ECW, his cousin was actually my football coach and a teacher in my hometown. And before he was a teacher, he actually played in the NFL. He played for the Buffalo Bills, before I was a thought. A lot of people thought that this teacher / coach was my dad, especially when I grew my facial hair. I went up to the high school to visit probably 2-3 years after I graduated, and everybody swore that I was his son. It was some really, really crazy shit. But yeah, I've gotten that before. Somebody had asked how I felt about the game yesterday. I was happy, man. Obviously not happy about the outcome, but our offense looked very, very solid. I'm going to go into the stats real quickly, and then we're going to open up the vault line for you guys. But I'm only going to talk about our stats. I could care less what the fucking Niners did. Defensively, we didn't hold our own. We knew that going into this game, Christian McCaffrey was going to be that problem. Linebackers did not cover him the way they should have. Seeing him swing out, seeing him run a lot of powers to the left or tosses, a lot of outside running, there should have been a linebacker there covering the flats and being able to pull up and make a hit on him. A lot of missed tackles, angle pursuits were not there. Poor cover. Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no way, Chowder. Yo, you gotta be kidding.
Fucking idiots. Poor coverage. Poor pass coverage. Hobbs got fucking smoked by Ayuk over and over and over again. But again, offensively, I was satisfied. Let me see if I can find this real quickly because everything that keeps popping up for this, I keep getting ads. I keep getting these stupid fucking commercials. This shit doesn't want to work for me right now. Let's see. Hopefully this one works. Okay, so yeah, there shouldn't be any sound here. Well, let's get into the stats real quickly. And yeah, so Stidham yesterday, 23 for 34, 365 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Again, interceptions that he threw, they really were not his fault. It's not like he was forcing throws to specific players. You had one batted down. That was the first one in the game. And one of the Niners fucking picked that shit from the sky when none of our guys were there. And then the last one in OT, Colton Miller got driven back into Stidham courtesy of fucking Nick Bosa. And the throw didn't go where it was supposed to go. So you can't give him shit for that. I saw the Raiders chat just now. A lot of these fucking clowns do not know football for shit. Everybody's in there calling McDaniels a snake and this, that, and the third. Somebody said that realistically Stidham should have been starting after the New Orleans game. Things could have been a hell of a lot more different, don't you think? Jacobs, 17 carries, 69 yards, 4.1 on average. He was a little banged up. He did get that touchdown late in the game. Jared Stidham, 7 carries, 34 yards, average 4.9 a carry. Brandon Bolden, 8 carries, 32 yards, average 4. Shout out to Young Vet OG. Welcome to the vault. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber to the channel. Much appreciated. For Tay, 7 receptions, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. That fucking phenomenal catch. If you guys saw the thumbnail, you know what I'm talking about. Darren Waller, 3 receptions, 72 yards, 24 yards on average with 1 touchdown. Definitely did a good job on that post corner route. Moreau, 3 receptions, 55 yards. Matt Collins, 3 receptions, 40 yards. Jacobs, 4 receptions, 26 yards. Hunter Renfrow, 3 for 19. He got everybody involved on offense yesterday, too. He got everybody involved. So, a lot of things right there to think about in regards to what this offense did. Everybody's over here talking shit that, it was, the playbook was watered down, da-da-da. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Stidham has learned this offense since 2019. He has the familiarity with it. He's executing. When the pocket collapsed and he didn't see anyone he could throw to, he broke and made plays. He extended plays with his feet. That's all it took. The play action was solid yesterday. Look, I was happy, man. Foster, solid game. Foster caught the ball. It didn't fucking hit his hand and become an interception. So, I don't get why people are on this bullshit right now and still talking about Carr. He wasn't even in the fucking building yesterday. Come on. Tyler Hall was a 90.0 grade yesterday. Tyler Hall fucking held his own as well yesterday. Absolutely. And that's a rookie we're talking about. Anthony Ruiz, welcome to the vault. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Probably would have been 34-17 with Carr. You're probably right. Stidham knows the playbook. He's been in the system for 4 years. Yes. Play action, he actually used it. Yes. Lucky 49ers underestimated Raiders on New Year's. Look, our fucking defense was depleted. So I don't want to hear anybody's excuses on what the Niners didn't have. Our defense was depleted. Perryman, IR. Chandler Jones, IR. Divine Diablo, IR. Anthony Avery, still out with the knee. Not Anthony Avery. Rocky Yassin, out with the knee injury. I don't want to hear any excuses. Shout out to Robert Cummings on the 199. First game, we scored a touchdown in every quarter. Facts. And also, first quarter, we had 131 total yards. The most yards we've had in the first quarter the entire season. Shout out to you on the 199. And again, you know what we're doing here. CBM all goddamn day.
Breast milk, you made my day.
Appreciate you on the super chat, bro. The Tekashi 6 Niners were lucky, bro. That safety was a ass. Yep. Carr's family was rooting for the Niners. That's sad. Yeah, it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't know. Honest, Rusty, I do not know. Somebody during the game, like during the live yesterday, asked the same thing. I don't know. Clee didn't do a bad job either. But at the same time, I still don't see Clee being back next year. Sorry to say it. And he wasn't a guy that I had on my radar in the 2019 draft as our first overall pick. But I don't think Clee will be back next season. Jamal, talk that shit, bro. You're 1,000% correct. I think we could beat the Chiefs. Mile high. I think we can too. Look, Kansas City just got this tape on Stidham. That's it. But again, look at how he fucking shared the ball yesterday. Everybody got a fucking touch. Everybody contributed in one way, shape, or form. The only thing that worries me right now is our defense. As banged up as this defense is, going into this matchup, you still got to fucking take into consideration Kelsey and what Kelsey is always able to do against us. That fucking first meeting, not many yards, not many receiving yards, but fucking 3 touchdowns. All the touchdowns were probably within the 10-yard line. So it's something you got to take into consideration moving forward. We will do a matchup preview at some point this week. But, yeah, like, I think that we do have a chance. I think that we could probably fucking hang with them as well. We shall see. We shall see. That's a fact, R for life. Imagine rooting against your team just because Carr not on the field. That's sad. Team, thank you. And a lot of people came in here after the game yesterday on that bullshit. Like, fucking stop. Again, I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it now. If y'all are so hung up on him, I hope you go and root for the team that he plays for moving forward and just don't fucking come back here. Do not come back to the nation because you will not be fucking accepted back in here. You will not be welcomed back with the Raider Nation. Fuck that. The coaching has been horrible all year. They finally used play action, which they haven't used all year. Check the stats, bro. Josh McDaniels is so smart, he's stupid. Refs helped Kelsey that game. In a sense. Vero, salute. I just ignored them. Stupid is stupid. What was it in Forrest Gump? Stupid is stupid does. All right. So I'm going to open up the lines now for you guys. Again, 1,000 apologies for yesterday. I wished that I would have done this the correct way. There was some stupid glitch. And I'm looking at my viewer count right now. That viewer count is off because the viewers in the top corner says 184. So I appreciate everybody that's in here. And if you haven't already, please follow these 3 easy steps. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, and smash the bell. We're on that road to 5K. Last time I checked, we're about 420 away from 5K. We hit 500,000 views yesterday. Thank you, Raider Nation, for all your continued support. Like I said, we're just getting started. This channel, me, not going anywhere. I do this for you guys. I love the nation, and I love each and every single one of y'all, so thank you for your support. Let's open up the lines real quickly. Let me get to it. There's the number for the Vault line. Call on in. Courtesy of SeatGeek. Those that are trying to go to Raider games, any other professional sport teams that you guys are fans of, or even concerts, go to SeatGeek. Your first purchase using the code Hammers.House, you get $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek. Check out SeatGeek for all your tickets for any event that you plan on going to in the near future. Check them out. Again, line is open. You guys want to call in? It's all you. Let me see. Let's move this over. Is it unlocked? Yeah. There we go. What did I miss? Shout out to Lacey Johnson. Welcome to the Vault. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Brandon, that's definitely going to be top priority as we go into the draft. A lot of people that I'm already looking at, but like I said, I'm not going to dive into anything until next week. Once our season is officially over, I will go in, start doing mock drafts. I'll start breaking down things. I'll do highlights, all that stuff of players that I have as my prospects and the needs of this organization moving forward. So stay tuned for that, guys. You got 3+ starting defensive injuries and Raiders and KC taking advantage on soft suspect. That's a fact. Hammer, did you see Malcolm Kuntz? No, I didn't. Somebody else just asked. I don't remember seeing him out there yesterday, man. I really don't. Surely, the crazy thing is, they hadn't been giving up points like that the last couple of weeks. But, again, injuries, our defense is depleted right now. I get it. Shout out to Sidney Johnson. We'll give you Jimmy G string for $5 in food stamps. Oh, my God. We got a Niner fan in here that just gave a super chat, too. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Breast milk, you made my day.
That's fucking too much. Gonna have to score 40+ points and run Jacobs. He owned the Chiefs last game. Look, he played banged up yesterday. He went to the tent. They brought him to the locker room at one point early in the game. And even McDaniels just said it. Dude is fucking, he's a dog, man. He's still coming out. He's like, fuck you, put me back in. I don't care. like, that's my guy. Look, like I said before, team first. I got guys that I admire. I'm a huge admirer, huge supporter of Josh Jacobs. Hashtag pay JJ. Hashtag pay baby beast mode. That dude is a workhorse. He is a dog. And he wants to be here. Give that man an extension, please. Jimmy Glass, who? Jimmy flosses his teeth with them panties. Yo, y'all are too much. Did you see the boss said Jacobs is the best receiver, best running back he's ever played? I didn't, but you know what? We'll take that compliment, man. Yeah, you meant boss. I'm sorry. Yeah. Look, respect is given where respect is earned, man. And look, Jacobs is a fucking beast this year, man. He leads the league in touchdowns by non-quarterbacks. He leads the league in rushing yards. Like, come on, man. Give that dude his fucking props. John Mack, salute. Rated Jimmy CT. Hammer, do you think we keep Graham or just... Graham is going to be back next year. I said it a little earlier. Graham is going to be back. There was already an article out there. Graham is going to be back next year. Look, with the right adjustments, the right players, and we got a call. If I can get to the phone.
Call from
Jamal.
To accept.
Yo, you're in the vault. What's good?
What's going on, Mr. Jamal?
What's up, bro? Happy New Year.
Same to you, man. Happy New Year. I love the show. Hey, it was just yesterday, even though we lost, it was just good to see Stidham, because he's never started before. He came in, a couple games before, like at the end and stuff like that, but he's never started. And to see him, like you said earlier, hit so many different receivers, go through his progressions. It was times, and watching Carr, he just locked in on Adams, throw it to him and double coverage and stuff, like just not very good. You know what I'm saying? So that was refreshing. And then I also saw a stat, I think Scout posted it, that he avoided 5 sacks yesterday.
Yep.
So that's always good. Offensive linemen love that. Like, he gave us a chance to win that game. If we had our defense playing like they had been in the previous 4 to 5 games, we win that game going away with the offense. You know how the offense was moving. They just, the injuries caught up to us yesterday. So, but I was very pleased.
As was I. Again, we saw the stat lines and everything. Stidham was not sacked once yesterday, guys.
Not once.
Pressured, 33 times, was knocked down about 10 or 12 times, but he wasn't sacked. We couldn't say the same thing in the situation if Carr was playing yesterday. The pocket collapses. He fucking
6 sacks by Carr yesterday.
He folds.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, definitely. So that was a positive. And like I said, the defense, is the defense, man. There's not a lot of talent out there. So I don't know, like all the people blaming Graham and stuff, like you gave this guy like nothing really to work with besides Max. Jones is out now, Perryman. It'll get better. I'll give the guy another year. Let him get some of his people in there, free agency and draft, and we'll see how it looks going forward. I'm going to be a little bit more patient than everybody else.
Yeah. Jamal, definitely appreciate you calling in, bro. Happy New Year to you and yours, and we'll definitely be talking soon, bro.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
You too. All right. Anybody else want to call in? You guys see the number right there? Right there. Whatever. And we're going to limit this a little bit because the last couple of times we've done this, people are on for like 5+ minutes, and it's like, I'll give you a limit of maybe 2, 3 at the max. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts on this game yesterday. I want to hear your thoughts moving forward with this team. Like, this is, again, I put it all over social media. I put it on IG and everything. Like, this is about you guys. I want to hear from you guys. I wish we could have did this right after the game yesterday, but due to stupid technical difficulties, we couldn't do it. I want to hear from you guys now. So call on in. The vault line right there, 347-471-0361. Yeah, we screen the calls. It sounds like I'm getting a collect call from fucking some penitentiary. But we screen the calls so we don't deal with the trolls and the fuckboy shit. So, yeah. Call on in, guys. EJ Manuel, Matt McGloin, Carlson Palmer, Jason Campbell, Kyle Bowler, Bruce Grodkowski, Javida Hutt, Jamarcus Russell, Charlie Fry. When does the ineptitude stop at the quarterback position? Maybe it does now. We'll see, though. Let me fix this. This shit keeps, like, I don't know why I changed one thing and then it becomes like a clusterfuck. Hold up. Sorry, guys. There we go. Now it could actually be seen on the screen. Carr got sacked twice yesterday and didn't even... Damn, y'all are fucking ruthless. Damn. Again, I just said it before. KC now has tape on him. This was his first career start. We shall see. Look, he definitely can work the offense better. He got everybody involved yesterday. We shall see. We shall see. I do want to put something up. I should do it by 3, but I don't know if I can add 3 to this poll right now. I'm going to try to put it up here. Can we add a second one? An additional one? Hold up. No. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to put this on the... I'm going to put it on the community. I'm going to put it on the community post later. We're going to put the I shit the bed losers of the week, and really it's going to be 3 people. Jermaine Illuminor, stupid fucking penalty again. I really am praying he's not back next season. Nate Hobbs and Colton Miller. Those are going to be the 3 I shit the bed loser of the week for this game. So I don't know. I can't put it in the chat. I was going to put the poll up, but it won't let me put like 3. So I'm going to put it up on the community post on YouTube later on. But those are the 3 candidates for I shit the bed loser of the week. Frisco, Hammer, what's good, my brother? Shout out from your boy out here in Nicaragua. Appreciate you, brother. Again, if anybody wants to call on in, the line is open. 347-471-0361. 6'4". This was like the Mariota game. I'll be more happy to attend Derek Carr's church. Might even puts him in the collection plate, but he can't run my football team. And anybody don't like that, I got 2 words for you. Oh my God. Tay is normally pissed off after a loss, and he wasn't yesterday. He was talking like he was proud of Stidham. So, I was reading something this morning how Stidham came into the locker room after the game and pretty much was like, yo, it's on me, da-da-da-da-da. And Tay was the first one to say, like, cut that shit out. What do you mean? Like, you balled out. He's got his respect, man. Look, I don't want to hear anybody, oh, Tay's going to leave. Tay's going to want out. Do we not see what Devontae Adams did yesterday? 7 receptions, 153 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. I would love for people to be like, oh, yeah, he's leaving. He's going to follow Carr. No, the fuck he's not. 1, he's under contract with us. He's not going anywhere. Like, some of y'all got to stop. Some of y'all got to stop. Tay is, in fact, staying. Tay's not going anywhere. People blaming the play call unless we've forgotten Carr. Meech. The same exact playbook was used yesterday. Stidham checked out of things yesterday. It was clear as day, too. He called audibles on things. Stidham just did a better job. Sorry, not sorry. He did break Tim Brown's single season receiving yards record, which has been there forever. So shout out to Tay for another phenomenal game yesterday. The elite of the elite. I'll be screaming that from the mountaintops until he's not here. Thank you, Damon. Gary.
You're a fucking idiot.
I'm going to just leave it at that. PSA, boys and girls, meth is a terrible drug. Do not do it. Stidham's on a rookie contract. This might be, I think he might have one more year, but I'm not 1,000% sure. Yep. I agree. I've been shouting it. Hashtag pay JJ. Hashtag pay baby beast mode. I want Jacobs here for at least another 3 years. Sign this man. Facts. Is that what he was saying? Is that what he was saying? Because he's fucking false. He's dead wrong on that. It was the same exact fucking playbook that they've been using this entire season. So he's got to stop. Hammer blood test coming up this week to see where things are. Big day on Thursday. Hopefully we can declare victory soon. Beantown, I've been praying for you since day one that you told me this news. For those that are not familiar with Beantown Bobby, he covers the Red Sox, the Patriots, the Celtics, but he is an honorary member of the Black Hole, of the Raider Nation. Dude has been battling leukemia for the last couple of months. We love him in here. Look, he's been able to give us a lot of intel on things that have been going on and things about Josh McDaniels and this team, so thoughts, prayers, strength with you, brother. You got this. Kick cancer's ass. We love you in here, bro. Jacobs, 3 years, $45 million, 23 guaranteed. Ooh, shit. Do we know exactly what his market value is at this point? Like, I'm not being an ass. I'm, like, seriously asking. Do we know what his current market value is? See? And this is why I appreciate you guys in the chat, because a lot of you will come in and bring valid points to the table like this. Come on. Others are still hung up on Derek Carr. Stop it. Please. Stop. 152 more rushing yards. If they feed him the ball, but also if he's healthy enough to take the workload, because he only rushed, I believe it was 16 times yesterday. On average, we're used to seeing him carry the ball about 25, 26 times a game. So we'll see. We'll see. Stidham is Uncle Rico's nephew. The player's not the problem on defense. It's stupid zone. Yeah, but a lot of these guys on defense are not going to be back next year. A lot of these guys on defense, and this is just, it is what it is. A lot of these guys will not be back next year. Like I said, I think the focal points right now of this team, the facets of the defense is Max. Chandler Jones isn't going anywhere, so he kind of has to be a part of it, and Nate Hobbs. Everybody else is just a guy. Perryman as well. Perryman is a guy that Perryman and the Raiders are both interested in an extension. I hope that happens. But I also hope that we can get Devin White in free agency. Shout out to Mark and Cardi. Welcome to the vault. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Shout out to Jamal Williams on the 199. Car fans have been threatening me all week online. That's just fucking sad. That just goes to show what kind of people they fucking are. And seriously, isn't this ironic? Carr is a Christian man, right? He is a man of faith. He is a man of God. Yet you have these Carr fans that are threatening you? Anybody else see the irony in that? Shout out to you on the super chat.
Breast milk, you made my day.
Hammer, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Could you cut through the BS and tell us about McDaniels? Is he a bonehead? Does he have an ulterior motives? The talent we have does not equate to a 6-10 team. Welcome to the channel, because I'm definitely not familiar with the name, but look, you came into a place that I don't sugarcoat shit. When we hired McDaniels, and a lot of people in here will tell you, I was very, very hesitant with the hire. There's certain things that have been done that look like Denver all over again. He ran Jay Cutler out of there and drafted Tim Tebow. Right now we're seeing the situation where he's running Derek Carr out of Vegas, and now we have Stidham starting the rest of the season. I don't know at this point. I really don't. This is what I'm gathering out of it. I've seen a lot of things in games that have made me think twice about shit. When you have the lead at halftime and all of a sudden you're steering away from what was working in the first half and then collapsing and losing these games, it's very, very tough to say right now, dude. It really is. But I definitely appreciate you, and thank you for pulling on up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Bobby. You know how I do over here. No backing down. It's a fact, brother. Appreciate you.
Breast milk, you made my day.
Irony is using Carr's fate to describe the Raider fans. Stop the slander. JT, do you need a hug? Do you need a hug? With that situation alone, I'm kind of there with that. Jeff Garvin, welcome to the vault. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. For those that are in here, if you haven't already, if it's your first time in here, again, don't let it be your last. We're on that road to 5K. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, and smash the bell. We've already been on for a little over an hour. We have 212 in here. If anybody else wants to call in, the number's right there. I would love to hear from you guys, hear your opinions on this. If you could get Devin White and Roquan Smith in a fucking heartbeat, I would. In a fucking heartbeat, I absolutely would, dude. How many times did we get blown out this year? We had 9 games. We lost by 7 points or less. That no one's talking about. Only if we had one more touchdown in the red zone. Facts. Nation Nightmare salute, bro. Yo, Robertson fucking mossed the shit out of Kittle. That shit had me dying yesterday. Stidham's QBR was higher than any single game performance of Carr's pitiful career. It came in the first start versus an elite defense. Something to think about. Let's see. No different than Carr himself threatening Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. There you go. Got a call.
Call from
Big Mike.
Yo! Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year to you, Hammer.
How are you, bro?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. I'm doing good, man. Hey, man, I just calling in. I wanted to talk to you about the future of the team, man. So, if we get a first-round pick for Derek Carr, we essentially have 2 first-rounders. What should we do if we have 2 first-rounders? Should we go all defense or should we grab a quarterback?
Address the defense. You look at a quarterback. A lot of people have talked about Hendon Hooker. I think Hendon Hooker is going to be available probably a 3rd or 4th round. I go defense the first 2 picks of the draft.
Yeah. Sounds good. And how did you feel about City yesterday, man?
I was happy. I was very, very impressed with what he did. He spread the ball around. He got everybody involved. He didn't take a sack. He didn't fold under pressure in the pocket. I was happy, and I hope to see this kid have another successful game, but hopefully a winning one this coming Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he gave us what we were missing, man, from the quarterback position.
I thought he moved well in the pocket. He scrambled. And the 60-yard pass that he had to Devontae Adams, I never seen Carr make that throw. I never seen him get away from pressure, set his feet, and and make a good pass.
Right.
I love what I see out of City, man. I see a lot of people talking about bring him in and let him start for next year. I want to see this Kansas City game to see how he does with the high scoring offense like the Chiefs. See how he plays.
I really think that this move being made, I said it from the standpoint of them protecting their assets and not fucking, God forbid, Carr went down, they'd be out $33 million. I also think it's a way for them these last two games was to showcase Jarrett Stidham and see if potentially he could be the starting quarterback next season. And if not, they go another route via trade or free agency and see what the possibilities out there will be.
Then I wanted to talk to you about some defensive players entering the draft, man. I know it's a lot of big name guys everybody's been talking about, but have you heard of Tuli? I know he's out of USC. He's a defensive lineman. Have you heard of this guy? His first name is Tuli.
No, because I haven't. I've told people, I really have not watched college football this year. Once we're done on Saturday, I'm going to start sitting down. I'm going to start doing assessments and analyzing guys that I think would be good on our draft board, and then start breaking down things and giving you guys my thoughts and views on these players.
Okay. Well, my guy Tuli out of USC, man, he had 12.5 sacks last year. 21, what do you call that? 21 lost yards. What do you call it? 21 tackles for loss. And, he's a power defensive lineman. I feel like he plays on the edge, but you can move him inside or outside. So, if you can, whenever you're doing your research, just pull him up. And then there's one more thing, man. One more thing I wanted to ask you about. It slipped my mind, man. Don't worry about it. I'm going to let some other people call in, man. You have a great day.
Got you, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Later. Let me just highlight this real quickly. Again, this is another one that doesn't watch football. There's no way. He was traded. Stop.
You're a fucking idiot.
We gave 11 picks, pick AR-15, and so here's the thing, Silver Surfer. The reports out there now that there are two teams that are interested in Derek Carr services via trade, and the Colts are one of them. We do not know who the second team is, but they're also willing to trade a first-round pick. Hold on.
Call from
the math hole.
Ladies and gentlemen, the resident mass hole. Beantown Bobby.
What's up,
bro?
What's up, Hammer? How you doing, bud? So I kind of want to talk about the Stidham thing, man. It's sometimes a guy like that is, can be, especially if your starting quarterback's struggling, right? Because guys like that are just going to go, yes, sir, no, sir, and they're not going to have favorites. You know what I mean? They're just going to throw the football where they're told to throw the football, to the open guy.
Right.
Like Carr's guy is Adams, you know what I mean? So he's immediately going to look to him first, probably 80% of the time. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So and he won't like lock into one receiver. He's just gonna, if guys like the backup comes in there and you got the offensive coordinator basically guiding him through whatever. It's sometimes a situation like that can actually work out better because he's throwing to the open man, whoever the hell it is. Doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
Like it's the same thing with Mac, right? Mac is struggling. The times that they've brought in the backup Bailey Zappi, the kid just says yes sir, no sir to the offensive coordinators, and he throws it to the open guy. He's not forcing it to Jacoby Myers or Hunter Henry. He's not, they're just gonna do what they're told. And sometimes in an offense that can make it run more efficiently, Yeah. And then you add in a guy like Jacobs to help him out, so they got to respect the run game. And as long as your backup can deliver an accurate football, you can move down the field.
Wholeheartedly agree, bro. I got another one calling in. I'm gonna hit you up later. We got to talk some more.
Yeah, no problem, boss. Absolutely.
Later,
All right, boss. Take it easy.
Later.
Call from
Dale.
Yo, you're in the vault. Who's this?
It's Dale.
What up, dude?
Hey, is this Hammer?
Yes, sir.
Man, I just want to say, I'm sick and tired of these Derek Carr fans. All they do is cry. He had 9 years and didn't do a damn thing. Stidham comes in there, hangs in there, doesn't get sacked, all these types of things, and knows what to do with the ball. Get it in the hands of the playmaker. You talk about film. What is film going to do? Show that Stidham runs the ball? That's all you're going to get out of that? Derek Carr can't get out of his own way. He's scared to get hit. Right? He throws the ball away with the quickness. Just let it go. In my opinion, they need to go all defense and just ride with Stidham at least one more year. That's all I got to say.
Appreciate it, bro. And I think that, again, I think this coming Saturday is going to be the final game for him to really showcase his abilities and see if maybe, in fact, they do try to ride with him for another year, maybe two. We'll find out come this offseason what exactly happens. Definitely appreciate you calling in, though.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Take care. Yeah. This has to be one that is still hung up on Derek Carr because there's nobody here that's a Stidham stan. We had another quarterback that came in. It was the next man up, and he shined in his first career start. Miss me with that bullshit. I can't with y'all. Stidham with the right team is capable of pulling Nick Foles and winning some playoff games. You never know. KG, that's a fucking... you know what? That's a hot take. That is a fucking hot take right there. A lot of people that call in, a lot of you guys have been very, very much on point when it comes to the topics that we talk about. A lot of you in the chat, same exact thing. Others, it's just like, what? Pastor's in the building, and I'm kind of mad. It's kind of weird to be mad at a pastor, but I have not seen him in a live probably since just before the season started. I don't think the conversation is a cut and dry to one side or the other, as some people think. This conversation has layers. I just want us to win. That's it. Pastor, there you go. Valid as hell, bro. Valid as hell. Jason. Tell me he doesn't want to work now. Yep. Here we go.
Call from
Raider Rick.
Raider Rick! Happy New Year.
What's going on, Hammer?
What's up, dude? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Just a little bit, I won't keep you long. The game yesterday, I went in thinking, okay, these Niners, they've been playing like a juggernaut, whatever, but that offense yesterday, and I had to remind myself that this is Stidham's fourth year in the McDaniels system.
Yep.
And the way that offense looked, I mean, there was just a flow to it. There was just a lot of continuity, and everybody on the field got used. I thought that part was amazing, and he did better than I thought he would. That's my first point. Second point is, again, if we score 34, the defense will give up 37. We score 17, defense gives up 20. But, we were kind of depleted at the linebacker position too, so I get that. And then my last point is, it does seem, I agree with everybody, it was time to move on, Carr going somewhere else and whatnot. But do we have to trash this guy's character and stuff like that? I mean, you had a guy for 9 years that bled silver and black and wanted to be here. I don't think we have to fucking trash the guy on the way out.
No, I agree.
You know,
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I don't.
I agree that he needs to be out. I just don't think that we need to fucking kick him in the nuts on the way. But that's it for me. Happy New Year. Great show. Thank you.
Happy New Year, bro. Be safe. All right, Pastor, I would love for you to call in, man. Gonzalez, that just goes to show the type of person that fucking clown is. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't understand people and how you can still sit here and spew fucking garbage. I don't fucking get it, man. I don't. We have 237 in this chat right now. If you're new to this channel, first timers, don't let it be your last, man. Like, this is another really productive live. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all in here. We're on that road to 5K. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, and smash the bell. He said the anti. Wow, he took one out of Wasted's book. Where is it? Hammer's. Shout out to Van City, our neighbor from the north. Salute, brother. Hope you're doing well. We got another call.
Call from
the Pastor Raider.
Let's go. Pastor, Happy New Year to you and your family.
What's good, brother? It's been way too long. I've been riding this Raider wave of this season, man, and I haven't really been in the content world and chopping it up probably as much as I should have been. Yeah, man, I just wanted to say this. First and foremost, it's good to be back. It's good to talk to my family. I hope everybody's well. My thoughts and prayers are with you guys going through this season. It was a rough one, but I just want to add this. You know, I don't think the conversation about DC is as cut and dry as we think it is. And I think this is the reason why. The reason why is you get people that get on this divide, right? You see it in politics where you pick your side, you pick your team. Love the guy, hate the guy, right?
Yep.
And what happens is you see things from that perspective, whether you love or hate him, at all times. So the perspective is always going to be this idea of you love him or hate him. So when you see him do something good, well, he doesn't always do that if you hate him. If you see him do something bad, well, he always, you know what I mean? Vice versa. We have to remember this man was on our team, rode with us, literally said he would never leave our team for 9 years. Didn't have a defense, ranked 32 defense all throughout his career. And then now we're sending him off as if all the blame is on him. I can't do that. But at the same time, I'm ready to see the Raiders win. So I'm ready to watch him go. Now, is Stidham the answer? I don't know. But at the same time, is blowing up the team the answer? I don't know.
But I don't
so
think
where I live,
I don't think we're blowing up the team either, though. That's the thing. And like I've said this before, because somebody was talking about this being a rebuild. I don't think this is a rebuild right now. I really don't. Like, I truly believe that Stidham was brought here for the simple fact that he already had the familiarity with this offensive scheme. He's known it for 4 years now. He was definitely going to make for a great backup. Somebody in the chat earlier said it would have been best if maybe he became the starter after that New Orleans shutout. But it's tough to say, bro.
No, it is. It is tough to say. But the problem with the way that we let DC go is that it creates a divide in the team, right? And now who isn't wondering if Adams is going to stay or go? I'm wondering if he stays or goes.
I'm not.
Which I will say this. Hold on. I will say this. The 49er game and seeing him go off on the 49er game, which he did have a few games like that with DC. We can't just not give DC credit. It gives me some hope, but we have to wonder about the Josh Jacobs of the world, which I think it's just a matter of paying him at this point. He showed out. It's a matter of paying him. But the Adams of the world, he may be gone, right? And so there is a lot of question marks going into this offseason. And for me as a fan, when we've had question marks as Raider fans, I'm sorry, Mark Davis has not been good with those question marks. He's always made questionable decisions that have put us in purgatory for years and years and years. We are, and this may hurt some feelings, we are a bad organization. Right now, as of right now, over the last 20 years, we are a bad organization. You cannot tell me otherwise. Derek Carr has died for the sins of a bad organization just as much as we've lost games because of his sins as well. It's a vice versa thing. So until I see Mark Davis make decisions that put us on a forward trajectory, I can't trust this organization, period. And I'm a Raider fan. I've been a Raider fan my whole life. I can't remember a moment where I wasn't.
I got you, bro. I totally agree with you. Like, we just, again, we have to see what this front office decides to do moving forward. Like I said it last week when the benching was announced. Like, look, he's still on this team. We still have until February 15th to make a legit decision on what's going on. And I've been asked, if I was a GM, how would I go about it? The first would be talking about potentially restructuring. The second option would be, hey, I got teams that are interested in you for this type of draft capital. Would you be willing to waive your no trade clause to go to one of these organizations? And ultimately, if you can't agree on that, then hey, I'm sorry. Thank you for your 9 years, but we have to move on. That's it.
Yeah, salute to you. That's it, exactly. And as a fan, I'm not a Derek Carr apologist. I'm a fan of him as a player and a person. I'll hang his jersey on my wall as one of the men that I saw reflect the silver and black in a way that I would respect. And before somebody jumps on my neck, you would say the same thing about Rich Gannon, who brought us 0 championships. Granted, he brought us to the playoffs and AFC, all that good stuff, right? But don't try to chop my head off for a guy. You know what I mean? At the same time, I'm going to hang his jersey, and then we're going to move on to the next guy. But the problem is, I just don't trust this organization. Period. Right now, it is doom and gloom for me as a Raider fan, because when we get into these positions that are critical and crucial, I just don't have faith in this organization to see it come to pass. I haven't seen it. I'm 33 years old. I've been a Raider fan my whole life. The only time I can remember it was with Drew. And when we had Drew, there was a lot of question marks. You know what I'm saying? So we got a long way to go, Raider Nation. This offseason is going to be a bomb. And I don't know if it's going to be like this last one, but it is going to be a bomb every step of the way.
Got you, bro.
And that's just, it is what it is. Hammer, I love you, brother. I hope you're well. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you in more lives. Raider Nation, I hope you all are well. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Keep your head up. We're going to fight. We're going to gripe. We're going to moan, but we're still one nation. Amen.
That's a fact. I will talk to you soon, bro. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to you and the family. We'll definitely be talking soon. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Bless you guys. See ya.
That was Pastor Raider. Breaking news, we're over 4,600. We got a lot of new subscribers in here today. I've highlighted a bunch of them. Giga, Lego, Grabby, Julie, Jeff, Mark. Those are the ones that popped up on the mini feed, but I know there's a lot more because we went in here at 4580 and we got over 20 new ones.
Number 1. To accept, press.
Number 1, 2, 3. What up, bro?
What's going on, Hammer?
Not much, man.
Hey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to the nation. Just wanted to come in and talk my shit. I know it ain't Tuesday, but, you know.
Oh, we're going to be back on that. We're probably going to bring that back tomorrow. I think I'm going to use my other app, and I'm going to let people come on live via, like, webcam, all that fun shit. We're going to do that tomorrow, most definitely.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shit, I'll be watching. Shit, maybe I'll call in. I just wanted to say, man, hey, you know, like, yesterday I went in with no expectations on how it was going to be. And, you know, I've been a Carr fan, like, pretty much, well, obviously since he's been here. And I think everybody's just holding on to that hope that he was going to take us because, you know, we were shit for so long before he came along.
Right.
So I think everybody's just like in their feelings. Honestly, man, like I said, I'm a Carr fan, but I was ready to move on after this season, and to see Stidham and how he did in the system, I'm really excited for next year, man. Like, if we can, even if it's not him, we do bring in Brady for a bridge quarterback. He knows that system in and out. He took it with him to Tampa. Look how well they did his first year, you know.
Yeah.
Especially with all the weapons he has now. Like he's got a tight end, he's got a slot receiver, he's got the best receivers. Like put that with Brady, man, we might be in Vegas for our Super Bowl, you know. So I'm pretty excited. I think it is fucked up how they did Carr, but man, it was time to move on, bro. That's all it was.
Look, friends is friends, business is business. At the end of the day, this is a business. They're doing what they felt was right. I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree with how it was done. I might be one of those, but I'm not in the little terminologies of Kardashian, Kardashian, Karstan, whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yep, same here, man. Same here. Yep.
I look at it. This situation reminds me of the New York Giants and them severing ties with Eli Manning. The final.
Yeah, and he was a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Got him 2 championships.
2-time Super Bowl MVP. Tail end of his career, he was on a huge slide, and at the same time, he had an active streak as a starting quarterback, and they ended it and benched him for Geno Smith. So.
Yeah, and didn't give him send off really either, you know. I mean, like you said, business is business, man. I wasn't ready for it, but I mean that guy did bleed silver and black, you know. And then everybody talking shit about him, saying, "Oh, he was gonna retire" and all that. I mean, he's got competitive nature. That's the business they're in. He just thought that he was gonna stay there, and I remember when he would say, "I'm gonna be here as long as I want." Well, they brought someone in that it's not your choice anymore, you know. So it is what it is, man. I was ready to move on, but I am really excited on the direction we're headed, because I really don't give a fuck who's under center. I just want to win.
There you go. Talk that shit, bro.
Yep.
Appreciate you calling in. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Later, bro.
I appreciate what you, Dogs, Wasted, even though Andy's not around him, Sanjeet, everybody, man. I appreciate what you guys do. You guys keep us all. What's crazy is that I get a lot of breaking news before it even gets to damn ESPN because of you guys. So get up, man. You guys are good.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, brother. Take care, man. God bless.
Got another one.
Call from
Big Rob.
Is this the resident meathead?
Of course it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Cisneros, the resident meathead of the Raider Nation. What is good, brother?
What's up, brother? Just enjoying this last day off before I gotta go back to work. So based on what I've seen from Stidham, I got a little bit of hope, but I think the KC game is really gonna say a lot to see whether or not we move forward with Stidham. He looked really comfortable in the offense. A lot of things looked a lot better. I mean, I'm not a Kardashian. I'm not a Kardashian. I'm like you. I'm right in the middle. Like, I wanted him to succeed. Things didn't work out. I think that it's going to tell a lot. Because I like the idea of Brady, but I'm conflicted as a Raider fan, especially knowing that who comes with Brady. Brady will bring people with him. So,
please come to the dark side, Devin White. Please come to the dark side.
Yes, exactly. And then here's another thought. You heard about Gronk wanting to come out of retirement, right?
I saw the tweet a couple of weeks back, and I'm just like, holy shit. Just imagine the tight end room. Pause. Waller, Moreau, Gronk. What the fuck?
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is I think that I'm pretty sure the next year will be Brady's last year, regardless. If he decides to come to Vegas, he's going to bring people with him because he wants to go out on top. And I'm pretty sure he won't take a hefty paycheck because he's seen our offensive line. He's like, all right, let me get some O-line, make sure I ain't got to go nowhere. Because that's the good thing about Stidham is he was mobile. Now, if, say, Brady came in now, our offensive line, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's not exactly the best. So I think that with Stidham, we'll see what he does versus KC. If for some reason, I think it's going to tell a lot because we're either going to bring in Brady, have Stidham sit, or we're going to go with Stidham. Either way, I have a feeling that we're going to get a rookie. but I'm not sure in the first round because I think they might just go all out on defense. I really do.
Say that again. I missed the last part of that.
I think that they're going to go all out on defense. I think if Brady comes in, he's not going to take a big paycheck. If we go with Stidham, his price tag isn't much.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with when it comes to Brady. Look, he took a shit ton of home discounts to help build that Patriots defense and build that team around him, right? I think if he does come here, it might be similar. Like, he got his bag when he was in Tampa. And he also has $375 million waiting for him with Fox. I think that he'll take a discount here, could potentially play 1 year. If we draft a quarterback and he becomes a successor, then cool. Or we keep Stidham as a backup and see what happens there. But it's only time will tell, bro.
My thought is with Stidham, because he's sat behind Brady for so long. I'm wondering how much more could he learn if we brought Brady in. My thought is it time to maybe just let him be out there? I mean, the stuff I saw, he looked pretty good. The mistakes I would say is all he wanted to do was throw deep, which is not a bad thing. But I think that he needs to calm down a little bit. I think that if we got, like the things I saw, the mistakes that he made could be easily fixed. I think the O-line needs to be touched up, especially with Colton Miller. I hate to say it, but I think maybe if this man don't hit that weight room hard, I think it's about time to explore options at left tackle.
Move Colton to the right and draft or get a free agent solidified vet in a left tackle. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I think we got pretty much everything we need. I think we for sure got to hit the linebacking room and the corner room pretty damn hard. And I really do like Joey Porter Jr. So I'm curious to see how shit plays out. So
yeah, we'll see. Rob, definitely appreciate you calling in, bro. Happy New Year to you and the wife, and we'll definitely be talking soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, brother.
Later, bro. Again, that was the resident meathead, Rob Cisneros. Yo, if the mic is too loud now, let me know and I'll make the necessary adjustment because I'm looking at the bar and it's on the verge of touching red like every 2 seconds right now. If it's too loud, let me know. Stidham is wanting to stand in there to take hits. Yep. He got tossed to the side. Hold up.
Call from
Jared Carr.
To accept.
Yo, you're in the vault. Who's this?
You know who it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, live from his pool, it's JT.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Hey, man, did we win yesterday?
Nope.
Now, I've never seen so many happy faces in a fucking loss.
Do you realize that we hung in there with the number one ranked defense in the league? Do you realize that we had a quarterback that started his first career start in the NFL and was a historical stat line for him? Or am I missing something here?
Haven't we done that all season? Didn't we lose by 1 point to Kansas City? I mean, I could throw out a bunch of stuff and create a fucking stat line or some historical event of, the most fucking passing yards for any fucking quarterback. At the end of the day, did we win? Or did we lose the exact same way?
Our defense was fucking depleted, bro. What do you want? And at the same time, the turnovers were not on Stidham. Everybody wants to start, all the fucking car stands want to start that shit. Oh, it was Stidham's fault for that pick. It was his fault for that. No, it wasn't. It was not.
Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to be a stan, and I'm not going to be a stan. I just critique it the same. Did the team get an energy boost? Absolutely. But if we're going to critique it, we got to critique it.
Have I not for the nearly 2 hours I've been on, have I not critiqued things? Have I not said what the defense lacked and how they shit the bed? Like, I already put out, and I'll put it on the community post later, the I shit the bed loser of the week. Colton Miller's on that shit. Jermaine Illuminor's on that shit. Nate Hobbs was getting fucking smoked all game long.
Everyone, okay, and that's been the whole season. And don't get me wrong, Stidham is a breath of fresh air. And going forward, I'll be honest, he's still a backup quarterback. Like you compare him to other backup quarterbacks,
Nick Foles is a backup still, bro. You're comparing him to another backup?
I'm not.
No, hold on. He's very serviceable. Don't get me wrong. Like, do we need to move on from Carr? Absolutely. But there's other reasons why I'm disappointed in how we're fucking managing Carr and how we're losing trade value with how we're fucking doing it. Like, Stidham, I mean, don't get me wrong, he should have had 3 other picks yesterday, and he also fumbled the fucking ball. Remember, he got bailed out by DA on the deep pass where he threw a duck. He got bailed out by Max Collins, and he damn near air milked that one to Waller, where Waller showed off everything we want to see in him as a fucking tight end, where he bailed him out there.
This is all the.
No.
This is what ifs. This is all what ifs, because realistically, and for those that are in the chat, you'll agree with me as well. Realistically, with a lot of those passes that were thrown by Stidham, a lot of them wouldn't have even gotten to the receivers yesterday. They would have been overthrown. They would have been thrown out of bounds. He fucking made plays with his fucking feet yesterday. Would Carr have done any of that shit? No.
Hold on. That's a what if too. You don't know. You're talking about my what if? That is a what if.
Did we not see the game against the Steelers and how he shit the bed? His fucking 3 interception game, 9 interceptions in 5, 7 in 3 of the last 5. Come on with that shit, dude.
No, I didn't compare it. I just said we're seeing the same shit. He did. But he also lost a 1-score game and he had to lead late, did he not?
Oh my god!
And
that falls on the defense. A very depleted defense.
I've always compared to defense, but I'm comparing you. It's like everyone's talking about the quarterback play. It's good, but here's the thing. If he balls out against the Chiefs, right? What is up? Now we have a dilemma. Do we keep him or do we bring in somebody?
Again, I realistically.
Hold on. Here's the thing. He can shock the market too. And don't think for not 1 second that other teams might going to want to go after him. And now he's going to have value out there, and there's going to be a bidding war. How much money are you willing to throw Stidham if he balls out?
Stidham's not getting.
Other teams need a quarterback too.
Stidham's not getting that type of fucking high market value money that these other quarterbacks are going to be getting in free agency.
Quarterbacks are undeserving of contracts they had. The quarterback role is always over exaggerated. And if a guy shows any type of promise, you don't think they're going to try and get him?
I guess we find out. I guess we cross that bridge when we get to it. JT, always a pleasure. We'll talk soon, bro.
Bro, man, y'all funny me, man. Like,
Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Hold on. I'm going to put something in the poll right now. You know what? I'm going to put it in here. I'm just going to put it in the, I'm going to ask you guys and you can just put 1 or 2. From that crazy ass phone call just now, whose points were more valid? Hammer for, number 1 for Hammer, 2 for JT. I just want to hear what you guys and see what you guys think of that one. That was just... fucking one. Survey says 1 more for the good guys. Yo, we have been on for nearly 2 hours. I did not expect to be on as long, and we have 257 in the chat, so I don't think I should go anywhere right now. Let's switch the vote now. If you think we should end now, press 1. If you don't think we should, press 2. He put Yo, Pyro, you're an ass. I actually want to show you guys something. I wanted to show it to you yesterday. You guys can probably see it on the floor, but you can't see the whole thing. Pause if necessary. But let me show you this gift I got. This is from the president of the Jersey Shore Raider Booster Club. If for those that don't know, the co-founder of the Jersey Shore Raider Booster Club is Phil Villapiano. When we finish this call, I'm going to show you what I got. Please don't be.
Call from
Raider Savs.
Raider Savs, you're in the vault. What's good?
What's going on, Hammer?
Not much, man. How are you?
Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, brother.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know where to start. It's crazy, bro. I've been a great fan for a long time, and these guys, man, they just got me, like, all crazy, man, with this Derek Carr thing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, I live out here by Fresno, so when Derek Carr got drafted, I supported the guy, you know what I mean? I supported him all the way, bro. Like, and then once I started seeing that he was not the guy, bro, I think the Raiders kind of messed up by giving him too much time, bro. That's what probably made everybody get too attached to him, you know what I mean? Like, they got too much into their feelings, bro. Like, I think the Raiders should have moved on probably a while back, bro. That's probably what's making everybody be divided between them, you know? But like I said, I support the guy, bro. I don't trash him. Like, to me, he'll be a Raider, you know what I mean? But I just don't understand these people trying to make facts, bro, that, oh, he should have not been benched, you know what I mean? We got to give these new guys the chance, bro. Everybody deserves a chance, you know what I mean?
Look, we saw this in the league this year, and I mentioned this last week when this happened. Look, the New York Jets started off 5-2. That team wasn't expected to win more than 5.5 games this entire season. You had Zach Wilson starting. Zach Wilson has been benched twice this season for Mike White and a dude off the streets pretty much, Chris Streveler. You saw Matt Ryan get benched twice. Sam Ehlinger, and I think it was Nick Foles that came in for him. We saw, I know there was probably Mariota got benched. Like, people got to understand at the end of the day, if your quarterback is not performing up to par, then they have to go next man up. And I just, people can't seem to get the grasp of that shit, and it's driving me up the fucking wall right now.
I totally agree, bro, and it's crazy because after yesterday's game, I was like, bro, it felt so different, you know what I mean? Like, I even commented earlier, I was like, even when Mariota came in for Carr, I think it was last season, right, against the Chargers when he got injured, bro, it felt different.
That energy, that energy was totally different, bro. The energy was incredibly different.
Bro, I remember screaming like at the screen, like, fuck yeah, bro, this is what I've been wanting to see, bro. This quarterback that can move out of the pocket, this quarterback that can extend plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we ended up losing that game with the interception, and everybody started, oh, there you go. Mariota threw a pick to call the game. Bro, he had just started, you know what I mean, that game. What do you expect, bro, for him to be perfect? But he showed, bro, what could be different that Carr is now bringing to the Raiders, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know why people are scared to move on, bro. I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's time, bro. 10 years. I'm that kind of Raider fan. Like, look, our season's already over by next week, bro. How many months does it take for us to see football again, bro?
Oh, we got we got the UFL, we got the XFL.
You know what I mean? But how long does it take for us to see the Raiders play again, bro? All the way to August, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you think I want to be wasting my time, my years as a Raider fan, bro, with the same quarterback every year after year, bro? Like, nah, I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? Like, like I said, bro, I respect Carr. He's a good dude, bro, and everything. But all these guys, they need to move on, bro. I mean, we're grown men, bro. We can't fall in love with the player. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think that's the difference between us and other fans, bro. You don't see this kind of shit happen in other teams, bro. Other teams don't fall in love with players. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's a business. Everybody's just like, hey, this guy's not working out. Hey, we got to move on. We got to move on, bro.
Yep.
Simple as that. You can't catch feelings, bro. Catching feelings is not good. You know what I mean? So, appreciate what you guys do, bro. I listen to you guys all the time, bro. You know what I mean? My wife gets on me all the time because I'm always listening to you, dog. You know, everybody on here, bro.
Don't let us get you in trouble, bro. But I definitely appreciate the call, bro.
Nah, bro. You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, you guys are doing a good job, bro. Even when there was hard times, you know what I mean? It's good to come on here. I hardly do this, bro. I don't go on and speak my mind, but it just drives me crazy, bro. Of all these car fans, bro, they're just finding excuses to go against
We had to do something different over here, and I wanted to do something different for you guys so I can go back to interacting with the nation a lot more. So this is all for you, but I definitely appreciate the call. I got somebody else calling in right now, bro. Be safe. Happy New Year to you and the family.
Happy New Year, bro, and you know what I mean? You guys have a good one, bro. Thank you.
You too, bro.
Call from.
Derek Carr Rentals.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Is this God?
Nah.
This sounds like God.
Nah, bro. I just had to switch my voice up real quick. Put the little Barry White up on it.
Yo, Happy New Year, bro.
No. Hey, man, I've been trying to call in, man. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm a Niner fan. I hit you up with the super chat. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, you know, for the little, you know, we'll give y'all Jimmy G string for the $5 in food stamps.
Nah, man, we don't want herpes to run rampant in the fucking Raiders locker room. That dude be fucking porn stars left and right. I'm good.
Man, he can be your guys' water girl. I just want him out of there.
Look,
but no, man, hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time, taking my call, man. I just wanted to say, man, you know, I really don't like the Raiders too much. My brother's a diehard Raider fan, you know, the blood's been running through like that through the family. But I just wanted to say, man, hats off to the Raiders, bro, for really exposing to the Niners, bro, what we need to fix up on moving forward into these playoffs. You feel me? Because y'all really woke us up. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
Look, I had family that played for you guys years ago, and we really didn't talk back then when he was playing for y'all. So I get it, bro.
Yeah.
I definitely get it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
definitely appreciate you calling in, and be safe, bro. Happy
Hey,
New
hold
Year.
on. Hey, one more thing, bro. Y'all was talking about the Tom Brady situation. So, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers sliding over there, man? You know, coming back with Adams. You feel
I
me?
actually mentioned it last week, and it kind of like fell on deaf ears. And at the same time, his contract as well, it's kind of pricey. So at this point, I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, y'all have a blessed one, man, and you know, give Derek Carr his props, man. You know, as a man of God, you know, I give him all that respect, man. But I'm just saying, man, his accuracy, bro. He's been shopping at Walmart for his accuracy, bro. He needs to step it up.
Appreciate you, bro. Be safe.
All
Happy
right,
New
bro.
Year.
Yeah.
We even had a 49er fan call in, y'all. A 49er fan called in. Like, what? What? All right. We are actually about to hit the 2-hour mark. I appreciate everybody that called. I'm closing the app right now. I'm closing it now, so nobody's calling in. But we're done. We're done with the calls. I'm going to show you guys this real quickly. And we're going to wrap up. Hold up. So again, this is something I got from the Jersey Shore Raider Booster Club president. And again, the co-founder is Phil Villapiano, linebacker, former linebacker for us. He also played for the Bills. We're actually trying to put letters together right now for the NFL to get him in the Hall of Fame. But I'm going to show you guys this real quickly. I'll just roll the chair back. I'm not getting up. And shout out to Raid. Love this hoodie. It's kind of heavy too. But autograph picture, Phil Villapiano, I'm sorry. I gotta put this on the wall at some point. I just got this framed like the other day, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah. Guys, thank you so much for pulling on up today. We got, I suck at math. We got like 34 new subscribers today. We're now at 4614. So thank you guys. We're now under 400 away from 5K. Appreciate everybody that pulled on up, especially all the new people. On your way out, if you haven't already, please do the following. Let's get the algorithm jumping. Break them thumbs. hit them subs, and smash the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions right here in the official, the original, the only house, Hammers House. With that being said, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. We out. Peace, love, and positivity.